Do you know what happened to Adriana tonight?
No, I don't.
She talked to us. She said that you and Heather did this to her. So that's why we're talking to you two.
This is the moment Tina realized her murder victim was still alive. And to make things worse, her victim had just told the cops everything they needed to know to put her behind bars for the rest of her life.
Oh, you see how she's freaking out already. Oh no, look at her freaking out already. This is the classic freak out move, like touching your face and everything. I'm a detective, you guys. I know these things, all right.
For the rest of her life.
We know
Look
what
at her.
happened.
She said, "Ooh."
We're getting fingerprints and evidence back. I'm gonna do it. I promise to God.
Tina is currently being interrogated
Tina
over
Brown.
the horrific attack of her friend in Florida. Like most teenage fights, it apparently started because
Alright,
of a
what happened?
dispute.
Convict of beating 19-year-old Adriana Zimmerman with a crowbar. Oh wow. Setting her on fire. Wow. Brown's daughter told the judge that the plan was to fight Zimmerman. Oh damn, then the attack was said to be the result of a disagreement over a man. This lady's always fighting over men. Let me tell you the truth. Let me tell you a secret. Those men don't give a damn. Like, they don't care. They're over here setting people on fire because of a guy that doesn't even give a damn.
Most teenage fights, it apparently started because of a dispute over a guy. But this isn't the story that she and two other suspects would
Who are
tell
these?
investigators in this extremely sick case.
Who are these?
Tina, you know, can I call you Tina? Okay.
What else are you
Obviously
gonna
know
call
something's
her?
up. So tell me what happened tonight.
Fuck.
Nothing happened that I know of. Heather just said that something about Adriana got beat up real bad.
Okay. You don't know anything about that.
No.
See your arms and hands if I could. Okay. And what's this right here? That little scratch there.
This?
Yeah.
I have a puppy.
Okay. And your puppy caused that?
Look, I'm gonna here.
Got your chin? Okay.
19-year-old Adriana had gone over to her
Okay,
neighbor's house to
Tina.
patch things up after an argument,
puppy
but she
did
had no
cause that
idea that
shit.
fate was waiting for her. That neighbor was Tina Brown, and Adriana was walking straight into a trap. What started off as a fight quickly turned into something much worse, but according to Tina, she's got an alibi.
So where were you tonight?
At Heather's.
At Heather's house?
Heather said she.
Why
was
they
sick,
blood
so I
policeman
went down
though?
there.
I don't understand. Like, why they blow the policeman? I'm not gonna look for the policeman, guys. Calm down. I'm not that kind of detective. I'm not gonna look for the policeman for any reason. No need to blow him.
She was cooking fish and French fries, and then we just started watching movies.
You were there all night until the cops came up there?
Mhm.
What time did you go over there?
Probably just started getting dark.
Okay, so about sunset. Was anybody over at Heather's house when you went over there?
Just Heather and her husband.
Heather? Okay.
I don't understand. Isn't this girl like 19 years old? How does she have a husband? What? I'm sorry, I read back there like she was 19. When do we start getting married at 19? Have the customs changed or something? Has tradition evolved without my knowledge? I don't think 19 is a good age to get married. It's legal, or like, you're still a child. You're just 1 year over the legal age. It's not. I don't know. It's a bit. I don't know. 19 is
Her and her little
crazy.
friend girls were at the house. She said she hurt her hand, so usually we get there and everything is all right. So I don't end up going with her, but she said she was going to the emergency room.
What time was that when they came by? You know? Was it?
Oh, it's
long
even
after you
two
got
police
there?
officers. I didn't even notice
Okay.
this.
So early in the evening?
There are two of them.
I don't know what time it was.
Oh, okay. So about 30 to 45 minutes after sunset.
Tina's daughter, Brittany, was also at Heather's house at the time, but the problem here was that they, along with Tina, were the three main suspects in the case. The detective already knows there's bad blood between Tina and Adriana, and spent some time discussing their friendship.
What has been going on between you and Adriana this week?
Y'all be fighting
Actually,
about John.
me and Adriana went together
Confess.
today
Okay. Where were y'all
at
together?
my house.
Okay. What was going on there?
We were just sitting there watching movies, trying to get my computer, pull it up where I can get iTunes and watch movies.
Have y'all had any problems?
Oh yeah.
iTunes and movies.
The first 3 trailers.
What
we
kind
had
of a
problems for a long time.
comparison is that? What kind of a
Like,
relationship
the
is
problem
that?
is she
You don't relate iTunes and movies together. Can you watch movies on iTunes? I don't even know. Don't know.
thinks that I'm the one who had her boyfriend locked up in jail.
Okay, so she's mad at you thinking her boyfriend.
I'm confused. Her boyfriend is locked in jail. But I thought she was at home with her husband. Okay, she has a husband and a boyfriend and she's 19. What? Now I'm visibly very confused. What's going on? What is this country they are in? I need to... This is America. It can only be America. She's 19. This is Adriana was speaking about. She's 19. She has a husband and she has a boyfriend. That is crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we talked about it earlier today.
This would be one of several accusations that surrounded the 4 women. Tina's daughter Brittany also claimed Adriana slept with her boyfriend. But even so,
What is with Adriana and men? No wonder she died because of a man. What is going on? She has a husband, she has a boyfriend, and she's sleeping with her friend's daughter's boyfriend. What is with this? And she's 19 also. Did I mention that? What?
Tina says there were no issues over the last few days.
I mean, me and her actually just started back talking today.
Why?
Okay.
She slept with your
I
daughter's
asked her,
boyfriend.
This morning, what was I doing this morning? I was trying to make some phone calls, and I wanted to heat up some chicken. So I asked her would she put the church's chicken in her microwave, and she heated it up for me and brought it to my house.
Okay.
Oh,
Do you know
yeah.
what happened to Adriana tonight?
No, I don't. Heather just said she got beat up, but that's all I
A
know.
little bit more than that.
The detective is talking about the horrifying injuries covering Adriana's body.
Go on,
Despite
go
her
on.
story, Tina knows exactly what happened.
I bet she
Tina,
does. She looks
Brittany, and
guilty
Heather
as hell.
waited for Adriana to arrive at Tina's house in Ensley before ambushing her with a taser and beating her down with a crowbar.
Oh!
The 3 then threw her in the trunk
That's
of
not
a
a
car
crowbar,
and
that's a-
taser and beating
That's
her.
a bent hammer. That is not a crowbar that at all. No. That's a hammer that has been bent into obtuse angle. That is a 90-degree hammer. How do you bend a hammer? Which Hulk did this? Whoa. Whoa. Somebody in there is Hulk.
The crowbar. The 3 then threw her in the trunk of a car and drove her to a secluded patch of woodland where they set her on fire and then walked away.
Damn.
Clearly, they expected her to be dead. But Adriana not only survived this horrific attack, but managed to crawl to a nearby house and find help. She did this with burns covering over 60% of her body. None of the suspects, including Tina, know that she survived. Until the
that's
detective
new.
drops this bombshell.
Oh,
I'm not sure if she's
I
on
like
there or
that.
not.
Surprise,
She talked to us,
surprise.
or she talked to the people that came over to
Surprise,
help her.
surprise.
She told them something. You know what she told them?
I could just imagine what's that.
She said that you and Heather did this to her.
Boom.
So that's why we're talking to you two.
You see how she start touching her neck? You see how she start putting her hand on her neck? That's classic nervosity. Yeah, she's very nervous. Look at her. Oh, now she's touching her chest. Look at her. She's very, very
But
nervous.
she said I called. She's just
She
saying a
did
lot of
it.
stuff
She
lately.
did it.
Okay.
She said I called, because this is all stuff that we talked about today at my house.
Okay.
About my tire was stabbed.
Okay.
And I asked her if she do it. She said no. I mean, I couldn't prove she did it. So I didn't argue about it, fuss about it, or nothing.
But you thought she did it.
Just because of what people said. But
Did you hear about
Can't
her
go
window
off
getting
on-
busted out?
whose window?
Adriana's window getting busted out a few days ago. You didn't hear about it?
She did that one too.
And you said tonight you were over at Heather and Darren's, right?
Who's
You
Derek?
didn't go
The
anywhere.
boyfriend.
Did anybody come over there
Husband.
while you were there?
This daughter's boyfriend. Which one is he?
He had somebody come over, but I didn't go out.
Who were they that came over?
He was dark skinned and he had braids.
Okay.
And then there's another guy, but I didn't know who that guy
Blocker
was.
sound familiar?
Yeah.
And did anybody else come over?
Yeah.
Why is her
Like
face
Diana
so
Rich.
white? Is she a masquerade? Look at this lady and her face. Maybe it's just lighting in the
Blocker
room.
sound familiar?
Or she rubbed
And did
an awful
anybody
lot
else
of
come
powder
over?
when she was coming. What is this face? She's like a masquerade. Oh damn, she looks like a mime.
Who's in there?
What am I doing? She's like a mime.
Yep. White guy in a red truck.
You know who that was?
You know, he went out there and went outside and talked to him.
And what was Darren doing while y'all over there cooking? Anything?
Laid on the couch watching movies.
Is that pretty much what y'all were doing all the way until the cops came? Okay, so you, Darren, and Tina were.
Who's
sitting
this
there-
Darren that's his name keeps being mentioned? I want to know, is it the husband? Is it the boyfriend? Is it the boyfriend of the daughter of the killer? I don't understand. From nowhere the police just drops the name Darren. I don't even think the police knows who Darren is. Like,
We're sitting there in the living room watching movies, and when the cops knocked on the door, what'd y'all do?
We were sitting there.
Okay, why didn't you answer the door?
It ain't my door.
Okay, so y'all sat there, and when the cops came, they didn't answer the door. And how long were y'all in there before you did
We
answer
thought
the
that
door?
I guess the tape was going out because Adriana has a little boy that's kind of hyper.
she has a child too. Adriana is just full of surprises today. She's surprising me every passing second. Started off with a husband at 19. Progressing, she has a boyfriend in jail at also 19. Progressing, she's sleeping with her friend's daughter's boyfriend at 19. What kind of friend does she have? Damn, is the friend not also 19? How does the friend have a daughter that the boyfriend is old enough for? Is already what? Wait. She's sleeping with her friend's boyfriend. Wouldn't the boyfriend have to be old enough for it not to be a crime for Audrey to sleep with him? That means the daughter is like at least 16. When did she give birth to this daughter? What? I don't think I'm comprehending all of this well. I think I've misplaced something in my train of thoughts. I think I'm misplacing information. Just please tell me in the comments if I'm misplacing something. I think I've lost track of a lot. But we progress, we proceed.
That little boy probably got that taser and tased that little girl.
All right, but you were home all night. You didn't see any kind of disturbance going on over there before the cops came over there or anything?
No, we would have heard something.
Right now, Tina is starting to show signs of guilt.
Yeah.
She's slumped over with her head hung down and avoiding eye contact,
Yeah, I thought
indicating
the
she's
same
very
thing,
ashamed and
'cause I'm
regretful.
also a detective.
Or at the very
That's
least,
exactly
sorry
what I
she's
thought.
been caught. Whatever the case may be, she definitely seems uncomfortable. But as the detective points out, it's definitely not for the right reasons.
You didn't go get anything or go anywhere at all?
I don't think so.
Oh, she's guilty like mad. We've established this since. I'm just repeating it.
Okay. You seem kind of lackadaisical about this. I'm telling you that this woman is.
Oh,
probably
sorry,
going to die.
Mr. Policeman. I didn't know you had a major in English. Lackadaisical. Oh. Okay, I see you.
And has named you as the person that's harmed her. It kind of, doesn't sit easy with me that you're just so nonchalant about this.
She is nonchalant about this.
I just talked to her today, and I told her I never called DCFS on no kids.
Okay. Well, she's probably going to die, is the word we're getting. And we're concerned over that. And the last person she said that did this to her is you and Heather.
Oh.
Okay.
Who's Heather?
We're going to go out there. We know what happened out there. It's just going to be a matter of getting fingerprints and evidence back, okay?
Once again, Tina shows her guilt, this time by touching her lips. This is often a telltale sign someone is lying and is trying to hide that fact by covering their
Oh
mouth.
yeah, I'm sure you know,
reason
mister.
we're
I
here.
figured everything out.
Basically, what she told
What is
the
this guy, the
fireman was
detective or
that
something?
you two came and grabbed her.
Fireman? Well, say what now?
What she told the fireman was that you two came over and grabbed her, pulled her out of that house, beat her, and harmed her.
And
That's
nobody
exactly what
accused
happened.
of
No
nobody.
reason for her to be lying. Like absolutely no reason. She's already dying, so why not just tell the truth? Like obviously she would want people to know who killed her. So, like if a situation like that happens, just arrest who she calls, because I mean, like that's the only smart thing to do. Like for her, she wouldn't lie on her deathbed. She would want the killers to be found. Like obviously.
Nobody saw none of this.
Nobody saw it. We talked to
Lady
everybody in that
next door's
neighborhood.
kids are always outside.
We talked to everybody in the neighborhood.
And
You
didn't
saw them all
nobody
out
hear
there.
nothing?
Nope. And she's saying that y'all did it. And we're sitting here talking to you, and then I'd certainly appreciate, and I know Tom appreciates that you're talking to us. But we got to get to the bottom of this, and we got to know what happened, the truth.
You've got to.
And there are two choices here. Either you're going to tell us, or Heather's going to tell us. So, who's going
Who's
to
Heather?
I didn't do anything to her.
Okay.
Promise to God.
And you were home all night.
was at Heather's house.
You were at Heather's all night. Never left there. Because, see, the story between Heather and Darren is already shaky. And your story is a third version of what they've told us so far. It's a serious allegation. I mean, this is life-changing. And somebody's life may end over this. We're getting told that she's in pretty critical condition at this point and not likely to make it.
When Adriana was found, she reportedly told her rescuers that Tina had never expected her to make it out of the woods, let alone make it to safety. But despite her brave fight, Adriana died from her ordeal 16 days after her rescue.
I mean, she was just
Why
at
is
my
this
house
alive
today.
for
Why she
what,
didn't
4
tell
weeks?
me? I've been blamed for a lot.
Let's just see 4 weeks.
It's a cycle over there. It goes trailer 1, trailer 2, trailer 3.
Well, she didn't do
trailer
it to
4.
herself. Somebody did it to her.
Adriana been riding that bike all day today.
Okay. But
What
somebody
they got to
did
do
it
with
to her.
anything?
I didn't.
Okay.
I swear I
But she's saying you did it.
I didn't. Adriana been saying I didn't. I did
It may
a
be
lot
the
of
last
stuff.
thing she tells somebody. You know?
Tina, Heather, and Brittany were all found guilty of murder.
Who-
with
Who's
Tina
Brittany
believed to be the
now? They haven't even explained Heather to me, and suddenly there's a Brittany now. We only know Tina. I mean, is that where they got all their information from? Tina alone. You gotta bring in Brittany and Heather also. Why haven't we seen Brittany or Heather also? Anywho, okay.
ringleader. Had Adriana not made it that day, these 3 killers could have escaped justice. But
Yep.
now Tina sits on death
Heather
row,
looks like she
waiting
did it. Heather looks like she did it. Look at her menacing face. She's even angry. You've killed the girl already. She's not alive. Smile. What do you mean? That was your goal. You've accomplished it. You should. Why is she so grumpy? I don't understand.
3 killers could have escaped justice. But now Tina sits on death row, waiting for her day of
Is she
execution.
in Florida? Thank you very much for watching my video. Like, subscribe, turn on my notifications for when I post. They call the post notifications. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one.